Well, hopefully we're all starting to recover from that Basuma news in regards to him moving to Spurs. If you've missed out on that reaction, check it out. That's the latest video that's up on the channel. But let's talk about everything that is Chelsea transfer news in the past 12 hours. Jules Kounde, we need to talk about what's going on there, injury front, and lots to talk about in regards to wingback. So let's get on with it.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get straight into this, get stuck right into this whole Jules Kounde situation. As you can see here, what we're going to do is we'll go through the Jules Kounde news. It's been developing quite rapidly, and then we'll talk about, give my opinion on it. Jules Kounde will have a surgery on a long-standing injury. It is understood that Kounde is having a small intervention that was planned a while ago, and he will be back for pre-season. He's actually had the surgery already, and it's apparently a success. But this was going on in the last 24 hours in regards to a surgery. No one was even aware that he was carrying an injury. And my thing is, if you are carrying an injury, why are you playing in the Nations League? Like, I don't understand why Didier Deschamps is playing this particular player who's, even as minor as the injury is, why is he being risked? What if that minor injury turns into a major injury? Then what? Like, you're potentially going to screw up his transfer to Chelsea, and also screw up Sevilla as well, who's looking to balance their books. So this whole situation does not make sense to me one bit, how he's been playing for France. But it is what it is. He's played for France. He's had the surgery. So what does it mean for us? Chelsea were aware of Jules Kounde's physical condition, and the player is expected to be back in training within a few weeks, as the surgery is minor. However, it could lower the transfer fee. So maybe this was probably one of the reasons as to why Chelsea was hanging about for the player to have the surgery, so we can negotiate some lower fee. But he's going to be back in training in a few weeks. What does that mean? Like, don't they need to do a medical assessment before they sign? How's that going to happen? Is this going to go right till, I suppose, end of June? This particular saga, I've got no idea. Like, what is the injury? I don't even know the extent of the injury. Not many people are out there actually publicizing what the injury exactly is. They're just saying it's a minor injury, it's a minor surgery, so on and so forth. But yeah, I mean, like, when can we expect for this to actually go through now? Chelsea will push for the Kounde deal as soon as they get feedback in the minor surgery was a success. The deal will cost around £55 million, and Kounde could be fit in 3 to 4 weeks. £55 million. I thought it was a bit less than that. I thought it was 55 million euros, if I'm being absolute, or 65 million euros. But he could be fit within 3 to 4 weeks. Well, that means definitely it's not happening by the end of June. It's definitely happening post-June. Seriously, I'm a bit lost as to what is going on with Jules Kounde's situation at the moment. Has he already done all the pre-signings with Chelsea? He was loitering around in London. Was the paperwork already done? Both parties seem to know that he's going to have this surgery. Look, whatever the case, let's get this done, man. It's actually making me a bit fed up with this whole Kounde situation, how this guy would be after him for 2 seasons now. We still can't get the job done. Whereas Spurs on the other side, Perisic, Basuma, and they're adding more on top of that. I know we had sanctions and whatnot. I get that, but let's get our act together. Jules Kounde has undergone a successful operation today. This is from Le Equipe. So looks like the operation was a success. Look, my final verdict on this is, let's not dilly-dally anymore. Let's get this done, because I'm getting a bit fed up about this whole situation. This player should have been a Chelsea player already. He wants to come to Chelsea. We've got personal terms agreed with him. Sevilla is looking to offload him to balance books. So I don't know what else we're waiting on. Now there's this whole surgery and minor injury and whatnot. You let me know, ladies and gentlemen, how you feel, because some of you guys are actually not too keen on Kounde. You're keen on other defenders. So yeah, let me know. Okay. Next up, Christian Pulisic will hold a meeting directly with Chelsea's board to decide what's next for him. This is from Fabrizio Romano at the Here We Go podcast. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, I honestly thought he would stick around, as I've said it in my past few videos. But more and more publications out there, you've got Fabrizio Romano, The Athletic as well, saying that he's possibly going to move on. He's at a situation, and we'll go to the next tweet. He's at a situation with 2 seasons left on his contract. Now is the time for Chelsea to either sign Christian Pulisic to an extension or start thinking about a transfer. The latter looks a lot more likely. 2 more seasons left. You definitely don't want to take this guy to the final year of his contract and then possibly leaves on a free. He could potentially have some value right now. So what do you do? What do? You just, see him out just for another season, and then who knows, he goes out on a free at the end of the season after, or do you extend him? No way you are in a situation where you can extend him. I don't see any reason why you would extend out his contract, but we're in a conundrum. We're in an absolute conundrum. Chelsea are really exploring Raheem Sterling. They are waiting to understand what the potential price tag could be. This is from Fabrizio Romano as well. Look, this only tells me that Christian Pulisic is leaving. If we are aggressive on the pursuit of getting Raheem Sterling, Christian Pulisic has to go. Because Ousmane Dembele is coming in. That's probably Timo Werner and Romelu Lukaku. Well, that's probably Timo Werner. With Romelu Lukaku gone, we definitely need someone like Gabriel Jesus to come in. And if Raheem Sterling's coming on, then you best believe Christian Pulisic is probably leaving, because it looks like Callum Hudson-Odoi is probably going to stay. And Hakim Ziyech, as much as there's rumors for him to leave, you can't have everyone leave. So this is why Christian Pulisic just probably wants to have a showdown conversation about his future, because we are seeming to be interested in regards to Raheem Sterling. I know a lot of you guys are not excited about it right now. As we speak, I believe England's losing as well. Let me have a... Yeah, England's losing 1-0. And Raheem Sterling's in the field at the moment. Let's see what he does. I know some of you guys are not excited about Raheem Sterling, but I still think he's a decent player. 27 years old. For me, it would definitely help with the front three. With Ousmane Dembele, hopefully we get Gabriel Jesus. I don't even know. There seems like a lot of hope. A lot of you guys have been saying in my comments lately, Miz, you're hoping for a lot. That's all we can do, hope. Because either we're very quiet about our situation as to what we're doing, and soon we'll just hear a whole heap of news about who we're bringing in, or there's no advanced conversations happening with any one of these people. But we'll see. We'll see what's going on. Okay. Up next is we're going to start talking about the wing-back situation. Second strong source confirms Chelsea's interest in Wolves left-back Rayan Ait-Nouri to replace wantaway star Marcos Alonso. And Marcos Alonso, apparently, he wants to leave. This is what Fabrizio Romano said as well. Alonso has told Chelsea he wants to leave. So this is happening. Hopefully it's happening. I like this player, ladies and gentlemen. I like Rayan Ait-Nouri. I watched his debut a couple of seasons back against Southampton, and he was so good for he's still young. I'm pretty sure. How old is Rayan Ait-Nouri? Let me just have a quick look. I think he's very, very young. He's very, very Ait-Nouri age. He's 21. He's very young. He's explosive on that left side. Yes, he can develop more his attacking game, but he's got a good he's got a good cross in him. He can score goals as well. Of course, he has to improve, but he's a very, very dynamic player on that left side. And defensively, he was good. Recently, last season, I remember the match against Liverpool, the first match against Liverpool, not the last one in end of season. They were defending so well, Wolves, and as soon as he came off on the 90th minute, the attack came from his side, from Mo Salah, and they ended up scoring. He came off due to injury, but he defended so well against Mo Salah. He really did. I like this player, and I think the word that's going around, something around 15 to 20 million pounds, I think, and that's decent. That's smart. That's the kind of player that we want, man, around 15 to 20, and a smart purchase and scope of developing into a monster, hopefully. And he would definitely give Ben Chilwell a good run for his money. It would be a good competition, far better competition than Marcos Alonso. Similarly, I would put this sort of smart business in the same caliber of Basuma, 25 million to Spurs. I like this player. Ladies and gentlemen, you let me know how you feel about Rayan Ait-Nouri from Wolves. I think this would be a fantastic opportunity for us to snap him up. And the wingback conversation, it continues on. In the last 24 hours, there was conversation about Achraf Hakimi. Look, I don't expect this to happen. This boat has sailed. He should have been our player last season, and it never happened. He's got 4 more seasons left, I believe, at PSG. I don't see how this is going to go down now. If we're interested in him, he listened to his wife. He wanted to go to PSG when Chelsea were after him. Chelsea wanted Achraf Hakimi a year ago, and certainly he has always been high on the list of Thomas Tuchel, who's a big fan of Hakimi. So far, PSG have assured that they have not received any proposals. Honestly, I can't see it happening. But the one thing that I do want to talk about this whole scenario is Reece James being looked at more as a RCB now? I know Kounde, there's obviously Kounde coming in as RCB. I'm just thinking, is Thomas Tuchel, what he said last season about Reece James picking up these injuries, is it far too demanding to play as a wingback? For me, I want him to continue as a wingback. He's so good as a wingback in terms of creativity, scoring goals. Defensively, he's a complete package as a wingback. I want him to continue on. I would like him to have a backup. I don't think Achraf Hakimi is a backup. I'm not going to be against it. I wanted this player so badly last season, Achraf Hakimi, big time. I wanted him and Erling Haaland, both the players from Dortmund days, and it didn't come to fruition. Look, I simply can't picture how this happens now. But you let me know if you're still interested about Achraf Hakimi. Mind you, we did let go of Tino Livramento. Boy, he would have been a nice, decent backup right now. Someone who would have got game time as well, can play both sides. And I think this is what we're looking for, aren't we? A wing-back that can play both sides. And this is what we're interested in, Sergino Dest. And I've been saying it, Sergino Dest is a proper interest, and I like this interest. Thomas Tuchel will be given the final say on Marcos Alonso's future at the club, and he will also be given the chance to sign Sergino Dest in exchange as well. Look, I don't know how Barcelona is going to do all of this business. Well, financially, they're in the mud. Even Christensen's waiting for his, official announcement. Frank Kessié is there as well. Azpilicueta has got a contract. Alonso is looking to go over there. Lewandowski, I'm not sure. But the one way we could possibly do some sort of a deal is give us a Sergino Dest, and maybe we can look into a swap deal with Alonso or Azpilicueta, or maybe both of them with a bit of cash for us, because Alonso should fetch somewhere around £15 million minimum. Azpilicueta further 5 million that was touted around. So that's 20. Sergino Dest, maybe Sergino Dest probably about 20 million as well. Maybe a couple of players, and give us Sergino Dest, would be a very good understudy for Reece James. Got pace, got good crossing ability, and can learn the defensive side under Thomas Tuchel. I've got no doubt about that. So yeah, there's a lot of talk now happening about the wing back. So watch this space. This could develop into something, and we probably should do a live stream very soon in regards to this. Chelsea are in pole position to sign Ousmane Dembele. Tuchel spoke with the player, explaining the project and the importance he sees in him as a key player. This is from Shea Lugasi, I think his name is. Shea Lugasi is very well connected with Barcelona news. So when he's talking about Barca, it's on pole position. Look, I can understand what's going on with the Jules Kounde situation. What's happening with the Dembele stuff? Like, we're not even... I know he's contracted with Barcelona. Maybe are we waiting on that contract to finish? Maybe that's what we're waiting on, because he is contracted to Barcelona till the end of June. So until June is finished, then we can officially start talking to him as a free agent. Right now, if we were to do this, we would have to pay Barcelona. Maybe it's already done. Maybe this deal is already done. As Grimes said it a while back, that this was already done. Maybe at the end of, once June is finished and Barca's out of the picture, it's probably going to get announced. So I've got no doubt that, as you've seen here, Thomas Tuchel has been speaking to Ousmane Dembele, but I've got no doubt even paperwork's probably already been done as well. Romelu Lukaku will fly to London to free himself from Chelsea, with his priority to return to Inter Milan. He will devote himself to the summer goal to return to Inter. Look, let's move this on. I've recently seen Inter Milan. They're a bit worried because they can only get one off Romelu Lukaku or Dybala. You know, if they're pursuing Dybala, I'm worried that are they actually going to go for Lukaku? I hope they go for Lukaku, which then means what's going to happen to Lautaro Martinez? I don't know whether Inter Milan's going to be able to keep Dybala, Lukaku, Lautaro Martinez. Maybe they can. Maybe they can. They'll have to figure out a way. They'll have to sell people. Bastoni. I'm worried some of these players, Lautaro, Bastoni, Skriniar obviously be linked with us, but especially Lautaro Martinez and Bastoni. I'm worried that they could be enticed to go to Spurs. That's what worries me. That them going for Dybala and Lukaku, which is great news for us. I want Lukaku to be offloaded from us. But Lautaro and Bastoni as well, on top of what Spurs are already doing, that's mad. That's mad. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, breaking. Chelsea considering Thomas Stakosha as a free agent if Kepa leaves Chelsea. Fabrizio Romano, I've got no idea who this particular goalkeeper is. Looks like a Lazio goalkeeper. On a free as a backup goalkeeper to Mendy, why not? Obviously, Gabriel Salina is not going to be the answer for us. He's going to be on loan. Maybe down the track, he could be an answer for us. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the latest that's been going around. You let me know how you feel about Jules Kounde. You let me know how you feel about Christian Pulisic and Raheem Sterling. Those are the big news that's been going around. And then obviously we've talked about Romelu Lukaku, Ousmane Dembele, and the lot. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this, especially. And also, I just remembered the wing-back situation. Let me know how you feel about the wing-back situation. Smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. I shall see you guys for a live sometime tomorrow. Until then, take care and see you.